Hey everyone, so for today's Fact Friday, I kind of wanted to talk about setbacks and kind of building. Whenever you're building something, whether it's a relationship, business, or even a building itself, you always want it to be successful, right? There's always going to be setbacks and obstacles that you have to overcome that we don't plan for sometimes, or that we don't know is coming. No one can foresee anything bad that is coming, but you could try to plan for it and have fail safes for it, which is a good thing to do because you want whatever you're building to become successful. Um, with that being said, it's inevitable that those things are going to come. So it's imperative for you not to give up so easily if you want that relationship, that building, that business plan to become successful. You don't want to roll over at the first time you get hit. Those hits or those mistakes are going to keep you going for longer because you're gonna be like, oh, this is already came and done. I already know how to deal with that. I'll just do the same thing I did over here, you know? And and don't be afraid to take on those challenges head on if you want to build something successful. If you see all these other businesses, people, they're not around for only a year or two or 5 years. They're around 10 years, 20 years, and they're around because they never gave up, you know? People that give up easily don't become successful because of that reason. It's about how much effort and how much you're willing to try and not give up. I think that's the huge thing that there is in there. You know, if you're taking all these hits back to back and you're not giving up, you're just rolling with the punches. Okay, we don't have enough money. Okay, we'll make some more over here. Oh, the rain's gonna mess up all this material. Okay, that's fine. We'll just order more. And we'll put a tarp over next time. Certain things and just kind of going with all these obstacles that are coming to you, you can't give up. If you want that thing to become solid, bulletproof, and successful, make sure you're planning ahead of time. And okay, so these are going to happen. We'll have money set aside, we'll have extra materials, we'll have these things covered off, but it's not going to rain. Might as well have those things covered off because if it does rain, evidently, it'll be protected. We're going an extra mile, an extra step to do something that's not necessary, but it will protect us in the long run. So just make sure you think about that. Not everything worth going through all that stuff will set you up for the long run. If something is too easy or you're doing it without any complications, it's probably not gonna be a successful business model or I guess type of way you're running things. But the biggest success is when you put the most effort, is when you do the most things to it. You're not gonna get the big success just by sitting back and not doing anything. Same thing with relationships, same thing with anything in life. If you're not getting these complications and going over them, and trying to not disperse them but deal with them, you aren't going to get the biggest reward. The biggest reward is always things that take time, that takes effort, and all these other things that people don't usually want to give. Excuse me, but it's there. And you have to do all these things to get a big reward out of it. If you're going to quit so easily, they're just going to, that bigger reward is going to be left for someone else that would actually put that time and effort in and be there to roll with the punches and deal with those complications that big reward brings with. No, like I said, if you're putting in little effort, you're not going to get big reward.